What's going on? It's been a hectic, I don't know, it's been like a year and a half?
Yeah, it's almost been like 2 years now.
2 years since that pod was sharp?
Yeah.
Really?
About 2 years.
So, okay, what happened after that pod? Because I feel like you sort of just got sent into a bad place.
Yeah, I got sent to a really bad place.
What happened? What triggered that?
So after that whole interview, I had gotten into a relationship, a very bad relationship.
Is that the guy you did Soft White Underbelly with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, him. And then we moved to Vegas, and then I hated it.
Why?
I don't like it. I don't like the heat. I don't like the sun.
How'd you end up in a relationship with this dude? Who was he?
I met him at a bar.
Okay.
Yeah, met him at a bar. He was a bartender, actually. So he thought he could charm me with that. I don't know what I was thinking.
Apparently it worked.
I know. And then I was stupid, and I got us a house in Vegas.
You bought the house. You paid for everything?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I couldn't stand it after 2 months, so I moved back to Houston. But I moved in with my father, where I messed up.
Why? What'd your dad do?
My dad didn't do anything. He's just, we're not compatible to live together. So I moved in, I put like $30K down on his house because it's like $1 million house and we wanted to sell it. So I was like, I'll just move back in with my cats and my animals and everything. And then everything just kind of, I started tattooing. I don't know last time I was here if I was tattooing or not yet, but I have my own shop now in Houston. So I have my own tattoo studio there. And you know, I was excited about that at first. Everything was going good, but then, you know, you just do something, you get excited about that, and then everything just kind of spirals sometimes.
So you were hyped about the tattoo shop and living in Houston.
Yeah.
But then what spiraled? What'd you get excited about?
Like, okay, so I left my ex in Vegas, and then I moved back with my dad. And then, you know, I was tattooing for a while. Everything was good. But I was just a very toxic environment, and I got into some really bad things.
Like what?
Whippets.
Okay, so whippets.
Yeah.
I did a YouTube video about whippets a couple of years ago that I may link in the description if somebody on my team remembers. But anyway, that video was during the heyday of like Gunna being off the whippets, and you were seeing, you know, just like various people kind of bringing that shit out for the, I feel like it was very, very early in hip hop, even though myself, I've seen it like over the years at like music festivals, especially in the UK and stuff. I would always hear about how if you went to a Grateful Dead concert or a Fish concert that everybody would be fucking with that shit. What was your first exposure to it?
My friend, she was doing ketamine, and she had a can of air. I thought it was air. I didn't understand what whippets were. So, but now they have tanks at the vape shops, and it was like strawberry flavored whippet canister. I didn't know what it was, so
That's kind of evil to have it at the vape shop, because vapes are supposed to be like the thing that helps you get off cigarettes.
Yes.
Not the thing that also gets you into nitrous.
And nitrous, those cans are everywhere now.
Yeah.
Those cans are in every vape shop.
I just officially turned down a nitrous ad. Like I was gonna have to like shout out a nitrous shop on Instagram and tell everybody
that now.
Yes, they've been doing it with some of the young rappers around here. I turned it down. I was like, you know what? Even though I think this is funny, I feel like the greater population probably won't think it's funny.
It was funny though. It was funny for a minute until it wasn't. Until it got serious. For me, it was funny until it got really serious.
Because okay, I know dudes who seem like they're f***ed off that shit, like doing it all the time. But still, it doesn't feel like I've seen anybody go full Steve-O with it and get to the point where their lives are totally ruined. But I assume that there are people that I know who behind the scenes are maybe experiencing difficulties with it. But how long did it take before you started to see the repercussions?
So I started September, or I don't even know when of last year, but I started sometime last year where it was just like once a weekend I would do like one tank. And then, you know, I was like, well, this is fun. I don't like vaping. I don't like smoking. I don't like doing any of that. So, I mean, this kind of makes me feel like good, I guess.
And your current drug diet at that time was what? Anything?
Just Lexapro, Klonopin. So besides that, no, I never was addicted to anything in my life. I didn't make fun of addicts, but I was like, there's no such thing as addiction. Like, that's crazy. But I soon realized that it wasn't that. And I was doing one tank a day.
A tank sounds like a ton. How big is a tank?
So they actually upgraded the tanks now. You can get a bag. You can get a bag with your tank. Like, and it comes with a handle. They're huge tanks now. They're like this big. and like this tall, I would do one of those in 3 hours, less than 3 hours.
I'll see people with those at parties, and it seems like that's for like the whole party.
No, and I would not share. No one could touch my whippets. I told my sister I would hurt her very bad if she ever, cause she lived with me, and she said, "This isn't shit. I'm gonna throw this away." And she opened my tank, and I almost pummeled her to the ground. I got so bad with it.
Did you open it and then just everything rushes out of it and it's useless?
Comes out of it, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then I started doing 3 tanks a day, and then that came to 6 to 10 tanks.
What the f? Yeah. And how much does each tank cost?
Jesus Christ. I think I spent like $10,000 in a month.
What the f?
Yeah.
So this is your like introduction to addiction. Like you didn't even know why people were smoking packs of cigarettes out there or you know, doing heroin or whatever. Yeah. You're seeing it, but you're not like, this is your first time hands-on.
Yeah, I didn't understand what addiction was until the whippet addiction really got bad. And then I remember just starting to slowly lose feeling in my legs, and I had no memory, and my speech, I couldn't talk anymore. My dad would try to understand me, and I couldn't speak. And he gave me his bedroom because I couldn't walk upstairs anymore.
And did he understand that the reason why you were in this place was because of the whippets, or is he kind of like...
No, he understood, but he also has his own addiction problems. So he said, I can't force you to stop because I have my own addiction problems.
Right.
So he let me do it just because, just like me, he thought it was just air, thought it was just a silly gas.
And are there like moments along the way where you're saying like, this is bad, I need to stop this? Because you're sleeping through the night, right? You sleep 8 hours, you wake up, it's kind of like you have a clear head for a moment. And are you thinking like, I gotta cut this out?
And actually on whippets, you'll sleep for about 20 hours.
Oh shit, okay.
It depletes your whole body of vitamin B12, and you need literally vitamin B12 to live. So it will strip your whole entire body of it.
Right, B12 is like super important. That's like if you go to get an IV tank or whatever, that's like one of the main vitamins in there, right?
Yeah. So I had no vitamin B12 left in my body, and I even made videos of me like just on my camera roll saying like, if I die, just like if someone finds this, like just know like I died from whippets, and I will die from whippets. I plan to die on my birthday.
So you were planning on using this as sort of like a long-term unaliving yourself method? Yeah,
in a way, because I knew I was never going to stop. It got so bad, I was like in my car praying to God or whoever is out there, just like, please help me stop, because I'm never going to stop. Like, I love my animals so much. I have 3 Sphinx cats, and, you know, I love them with all my heart, but I totally abandoned them. And I was sleeping in my car every day. And you eat so much on whippets. People don't understand, since it depletes you so much, your body's literally trying to feed itself. So it's feeding off your own body, and you're so hungry. So I would wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, go to Whataburger, McDonald's. I would go to like 4 different places and get all this food, because the whippets just make you want to eat, and I usually don't want to eat.
But you would get like a few things from each spot, or you get like a full meal from each one?
Every day it's a full meal. Like I would get full meals every day, and I was like 130 pounds when I started the whippets, and then at the end I was 220 pounds.
Why are you sleeping in your car during this?
Because the whippet cans are so loud that I rent my rooms out and my house to people, and it's so loud, and they have a child, and I didn't want to do that around the child. So I was like, I might as well just stay in my car, because all I do all day, every single day for about 4 months straight. I had planned to quit January 1st. That was like going to be my end all be all. I'm like, I'm going to quit. I'm going to restart my life. And then I was like, I can't. So I went deeper into the addiction. And that's when I was like, I would literally be in my car from like 6 a.m. to like 12 a.m. just eating and doing whippets. Like I would have at least 8 tanks in my car. And I nodded out so many times. I popped like 2 tires at once. I don't even know how. Because like you would literally just wake up. Like you would nod out and then just wake up.
You just have flat tires.
I would be like, I'd be like, how did I even drive? Where am I?
Holy shit. And at a certain point, how often are you actually hitting the tank? Are you using balloons at that point, or are you past the balloons?
Let's get into that. So I hate straight tank. It burns my mouth. I got chemical burns inside of my mouth.
Right, it's really bad for you, right? People use the balloon to like lessen the effect.
So
right?
I did that. Yeah. So it gave me chemical burns all over my legs and my mouth. So I looked like bad. I looked really bad. So after that, I started getting the balloons, because people were like, you should just be doing the balloons. And then I'm like, okay, I'll do the balloons. And because I thought if you did it straight from the tank, it was more concentrated. And it was. It's for sure. You can feel all of it and the hit much more. But where I messed up and what I didn't know, because I'm not a scientist, is I wanted so bad, I was fiending so bad that I wanted the tanks to last longer. Because if I got a small tank, it would last me 30 minutes and I'd be done.
Oh, jeez.
So what I would do is I would get the balloon, and this is why I lost the ability to walk. I would get the balloon, fill it all the way up as much as I could. I would blow it in, hold it, and then blow it back into the balloon.
That's what you're supposed to do, though, right?
No,
really?
no. Because you're mixing your own carbon dioxide into it. Carbon dioxide isn't meant to be ingested. And you're like, imagine, it's okay, I guess, if you did it like 2-3 times, but imagine doing that 1,000 times a day.
Because I remember like 15 years ago being in England on a BMX trip, and they would do that. You fill up the balloon and you go, and you're like breathing it back and forth.
Yeah.
But we didn't get super
I guess
crazy
to
with
a
it.
certain extent, because my friend did it with me, and she did that too, but she wasn't as addicted as I was at all. She would just do it for fun, but I took it very serious, and I was doing at least 1,000 balloons a day.
Okay.
Like, I stopped count after that one time because I was like, yeah, I'm way past 1,000 balloons. So the carbon dioxide poisons your whole system. I now have neuropathy. I have permanent neuropathy in my legs and my lower spinal cord.
And what is that? Just like
neuropathy is nerve damage.
Okay.
So it's like I could technically get disability from the government. Like my nurse and doctor like signed me up for disability, like because neuropathy is like this thing in Texas, I guess, where it's like you can get disability for that. I don't know.
Wow, I would love to see my taxes going towards that.
Right. I mean, I guess that if I got anything out of it, it would have been that.
But okay, so you have a friend who's doing it with you, but at this point, the people I know who do whippets, they're like going out and about, and they're going to parties, they're in the studio making rap songs, whatever, and they're doing this like nonstop. But I'm guessing that you stopped being social on it at a certain point.
So at first it was just fun. It was like, oh, let's all do this. My dad would do it with me sometimes. Like, it's just fun. It was a gas. It was silly. My whole family knew I was doing it because it's like, they sell it in vape stores. It can't be that bad. And that's exactly what I thought. I never did research. I never looked it up. And I was just like, I would get like 3-4 tanks because I had like good money or whatever. And I would share it with all my friends. But then it got to where all I wanted to do was be isolated in my room and not talk to anyone. And if anyone talked to me, I would scream at them. Like, I just wanted to be with my whippet tanks and just do them until I literally like conked out. Like, I would either no sleep at all or sleep for about 20 hours a day. And then just straight wake up, 5 a.m., tanks all day.
And if you couldn't get it, what if the stores are closed?
Oh, that's happened a few times. Honestly, I would sit at the shops until they would open. And then I would literally be hyperventilating. It got to a point where my body no longer took that much oxygen. It took more nitrous oxide. So I couldn't breathe without it. Like, I literally would like hyperventilate and I couldn't breathe without it. And every time I would go into the vape store, I don't even know how they kept selling to me because I was like, oh, can I have another tank, please?
That's what I was thinking. At a certain point, aren't you going to kind of be like, listen, lady, we're cutting you off?
Yeah, no, they should have. I literally told them, I was like, look, I'm dying. Like, I need these tanks. Like, sell me all of these right now. So yeah, if they never had them, but I never let it get to that point. My house, I think, had like 200 tanks in it at one point under my bed alone. And then in my bathroom, there was like probably 80 to 100 tanks. So I have no idea how much I consumed.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you're doing this for how long? Like a year?
Yeah, about a year. I was doing it for about a year. 6 months to a year.
And I'm assuming this like completely stops your ability to like make a living or make content or anything?
It truly did. FaceTimes are my biggest thing. People love doing FaceTimes with me. But yeah, I do my OnlyFans. Like, I was still doing it, but that was depleting my bank account. And I wasn't tattooing anymore because my hands, they were like this. I couldn't even hold my machine.
But you had a tattoo shop.
Yeah, and I still paid for it.
And everybody like just knows that the owner of the tattoo shop is just off whippets.
Well, the thing is, I have a private studio. So me and my mentor, Star, who taught me tattooing, we have our own shop together. And it's just me and her because we prefer a private studio rather than a walk-in studio.
Okay.
But she knew, and she tried to help me as much as she could. But she knew that I wasn't going to stop until I was ready or until I was dead.
Is that accurate, though? If someone has somebody who's f***ed off whippets in their life, am I really supposed to just like wait around until they decide that they want to tell me that they need help? Or should I like at some point try to do some kind of intervention?
Well, no, for sure. My dad tried. I'd never seen my dad cry in his life. He's never cried for me or anybody or anything. You would think he's heartless until you met him, but I love him so much. But he got on his knees and begged me to stop, and he would stop all his addictiveness of his things. And I said, no, I'm not going to stop. I said, get away from me. I'm going to go do my whippets now.
And what was your explanation? Like, Dad, I want to die?
Yeah,
or I'm going to be all right.
I just said, I was like, I'm fine. Like, and he was like, I can't even understand you. Like, you're not even a human anymore. And I was like, I don't care. I love the whippets more than anything right now. And I would tell my family that. But what really set it off was my aunt. So I don't even know how this happened, because I just said, I don't think I'm going to be alive on my birthday. It's not that I was trying to intentionally die, but I knew what it was doing to me. I couldn't walk at this point anymore. I was urinating on myself at that point, because you lose full bowel and body control. So you can't move anything anymore. So supposedly my aunt told me she talked to God. And on my birthday, because I didn't give her a call, but on my birthday, she came and picked me up from my dad's, and I was just on the floor, throw up everywhere, pee all over myself, tanks around me. And she said, you're going to the hospital right now. And the next day I had a heart attack.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So you went to the hospital, or you had a heart attack before you went to the hospital?
No, right before. Because I needed, like, if I were to go without whippets for like about 5 hours or something, I would start getting heart palpitations. So they couldn't get my heart rate down in the hospital. And they said, we literally do not know what to do with her. Like, my heart rate was, I don't even know what the scales are, but they said it was so high they couldn't help me. So they life flighted me to Austin, and that's where they could help me and get neurosurgeons and stuff, since I couldn't walk. I was in a really small town. My grandma and aunt live in a really small town. It's like less than 2,500 people. So there's nothing they could do for me. But they said, yeah, she's probably going to die. And they said if they didn't take me in that day, my heart was already failing, and I would have died in the next 2 days.
Holy shit. So was everybody on your social media aware of this? Like, were you showing yourself doing whippets on social media and shit?
I didn't at first, but when I started not caring, I just started posting me doing whippets. People were like, oh my God, you do whippets? That's so cool. Like, people were glorifying it because they didn't understand how bad it was.
Yeah, it's a total status thing for a lot of rappers and shit, that they just have that tank with them and they feel cool as with it.
I saw that. I've been seeing that a lot more, and I'm like, I wish I could just tell them. But now, like, surprisingly enough, I've been really like advocating for people that are doing whippets and on whippets. I've already gotten 2 vape stores to take whippets out of their stores.
Really?
Yeah.
By just telling them your story?
Actually, by the workers showing their bosses my videos.
What?
On what I've been going through.
Because probably a lot of them don't know how extreme it gets, the same way that,
exactly.
like, you know, honestly, until I kind of saw it on your story, aside from Steve-O, I didn't really know that it got that real.
I love watching the Steve-O podcast. So I was like, if he did it and he's fine, I can do it. Like, not blaming Steve-O for like anything, but like, it's from watching him that I was like, I think I can just do this stuff and I'll be fine.
But he was absolutely not fine. He was fucked. And he talks about it like it's like the absolute worst part of his life. Yeah.
But I was like, he's still alive. But no, that would have killed me. And it's surprising enough, this is the worst thing I could have ever done. But I got a really close friend addicted to whippets, and she was 50. She sold me my Sphinx cats, and same thing that happened to me is same thing that happened to her. And to this day, she's still on a walker.
Really?
Can't walk.
So she stopped doing them, but her legs are fucked. And you taught her that method of like breathing it back into the balloon, and that's what got her. So you're saying that you can do whippets and you're not going to deal with that particular effect unless you start blowing it back and forth into the balloon?
No, because there's another girl. And I started advocating about this so much, and there were so many people messaging me saying, I'm on the same thing. Like, I can't feel my legs anymore. I'm just too embarrassed to tell anyone. I have to go to the hospital. There was one girl that would just do it out of the tank, right out of the tank. And she ended up in the hospital same way as me, because she did it for about 6-7 months straight, like 5-6 tanks a day. Same thing as me. She was eating in her car all day. Like, there's something about being in your car for some reason with that stuff. I don't know what it is. It's super weird, but you just want to be, because it's so loud, I guess. So you just want to be somewhere very secluded. So I know multiple people that have been hospitalized or are in the hospital currently for whippet abuse, and people have literally told me, stop advocating for this. Like, you were never addicted to meth or heroin. You don't know anything about this. And I was like, I'm not trying to do anything except stop people from doing this.
But yeah, the meth or the heroin thing, that kind of comes to mind with me too, is that when you're doing this and you're going through this many tanks in a day and shit, does your brain not go like, well, there's all these other drugs that people seem to be really into. Maybe I should start experimenting with those too. Your brain never really went that direction?
No, it didn't. I was just so addicted to the whippets. I chose it over my whole family, over everybody. I didn't care at all. I was never going to stop.
Wow.
There was no way. I was willing to let it all go for a tank of gas.
So then you get into the hospital, and what do they tell you?
They told me they didn't know if I'll ever walk again. I had a heart attack the first day I went in.
Right.
They said, we're going to do as much as we can, but we don't know if you'll ever walk again. You have permanent nerve damage in your spinal cord and your feet. And I had tremors. They didn't know if they'd ever go away. So my feet were kicking 24/7, even when I was sleeping, and my hands were like shaking so hard. It was driving me insane. I was in the hospital for about 4 weeks.
And so after the heart attack, how much did everything change? Do you have like crazy effects physically from it? No.
Well, the only side effect I do have now is I can't wear like regular shoes. I have to wear open-toed sandals because if my shoes are enclosed in a tight space, because they're still numb, my feet are still very numb. I just stopped being able to, like, this month was like the first month I could walk right. So if I wear tight shoes, my whole feet go numb.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can't feel anything.
And so you're kind of like documenting this whole process on Instagram as it's going along. And like, what's the feedback like from people? Is it positive, or are they just like, you idiot? Like, of course this was going to happen.
I will say it's almost 50-50 because a lot of people are like, you're an idiot who would ever do this. And a lot of it was hate comments about me gaining weight.
And you had a lot of haters in the first place too. So
I have a lot of haters in the first. So it's like, it didn't really hurt me. But what really hurt me is that people didn't understand I was just trying to do a good thing and get people to, I wasn't trying to get more popularity. People thought I did this for popularity. Like, I don't care about that. I would never do something like this for popularity. Like, and I got so obese. Like, I literally was obese by like the doctor's terms because I'm 5'0". Like, I'm this little girl. I shouldn't be 220 pounds. Like, so yeah, I got a lot of bullying. Definitely. Including
from me, but we'll get to that. So, okay, the No Jumper account, I think I told them, like, yo, that girl that's been on the podcast, look at what's going on with her. We should post about it. So they do a post about it, and then you repost it, and you basically call me/them out for posting about it, when to me it's like we're like a news site. Like, if you put something on social media, we're just gonna like post about it, especially for somebody who's been on the podcast that is very recognizable, where a lot of people know you. I didn't think we were doing anything wrong by posting about it. Was that just you being gone, or were you actually do you have a real grievance there?
You know what, like, I thought about it for a while because it's like I didn't have my phone for about 5 days in the hospital. I didn't look at my phone at all. So, and it's like you wake up and you're like, what happened? And your family has to basically come in and tell you everything that happened. And then you open your phone and, you know, I'm a fan of you. So it's like I look at your stuff and the first thing I see is, you know, me saying I'll never be able to walk again. And then, but I did say, I don't know if I'll ever be able to walk again. But there was something in my brain that just made me so mad about what I did. I think I was more mad at myself than anything. And I know you're a news thing or whatever. I don't know what it was. Maybe at first it was attention. Maybe I was just trying to grab more. But after I was like, yeah. Okay, I see that. But what I really didn't like is I'm a strong person, okay? I can take a lot of things, and I'm in recovery, you know, and everything. I've been over 3 months sober now. And then when you said I was huffing McDoubles when I was able to walk.
So that was in response to you spazzing out on us.
Okay.
And I basically said, like, she needs to worry about, or no, I said, it looks like she's been huffing McDoubles.
Right.
As opposed to Nitrous, which I hate making jokes like that. It pains me so much to have to deliver that kind of lethal blow. But I mean, if you're going to come at me, it's kind of like I got to go with the easiest possible.
I jabbed you, so you jabbed me. I understand.
Right, but and you just opened the door right there so much because, like, with Lena, she's had eating disorder in the past and stuff, so she like will get so mad at me if I were to ever make like a fat joke to a girl.
Did she get mad at you for that, or she didn't see it?
No, well, she probably didn't see it, but then also the fact that like you said something to me first, so I'm like, ooh, I can say whatever the I want to her, and nobody can say shit. Lena can't say shit. So I actually felt like, thank you, like you really opened the door for me to say whatever the fuck I want.
Though, am I still that big?
Have you lost weight? How much weight have you lost?
Believe it or not, I hate to like say this to you. You're the reason I got on this medication called phentermine.
Is that Ozempic adjacent, or what is it?
It's Ozempic adjacent, but it's worse. It was literally synthetic meth.
Really?
So I lost 30 pounds in 2.5 weeks.
And how's that going? Is it fucking you up physically, or?
I stopped it about 2 months ago now because I'm pregnant.
Pregnant? Holy shit.
Yeah.
You found that out a couple months ago?
I'm about 3 weeks pregnant now.
And you have a clean bill of health, so this pregnancy seems like it's going to go according to how it's supposed to go?
Yeah, it's going to. Yeah.
And so my criticism, because I feel like when I was looking at the comments, this was like almost everybody was making like the same joke because you had gained like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But I was the one who made you get on this medication.
Yeah. In a way, it's like, I mean, you and everybody else, but it's like, I want to prove everybody wrong. It's like, I'm the fitness bitch. Like, I'm the weird tattoo fitness bitch. Let me just get back into that. And then it wasn't coming fast enough. So yeah, I got on phentermine, which was basically synthetic meth, but it almost gave me a heart attack again because I got heart palpitations and I heard sirens in my ears. I had to go to the hospital and they were like, yeah, you need to get off this medication right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it was killing me again. So yeah, I got off that, but I lost most of the weight, very much so. I want to get more plastic surgery, but that'll be after the baby comes.
What kind of plastic surgery?
I want to get my face done again because my injector got locked up. I don't know why.
Wait, what do you mean get your face done again?
Like I feel like my
you have a bunch of injections and stuff?
I don't.
Filler?
I had my chin done, but whenever I got really big, it just all came back. So I want to get like my whole face snatched again, and then I want to get my body redone after I have the baby.
Wow. Okay. But so how much sex were you actually having during this whole addiction process, or like at what point did you start having sex again in order to even get pregnant?
So after I wasn't really with anybody, and then I met somebody that was really good to me, which he's right over there. But we talked over the phone and we texted like every day, and he was like, "You're gonna be my wife. Just wait." You know.
How'd you meet him?
We met over Instagram, but I mean, who doesn't meet online? At least it wasn't Tinder or something like that. So, yeah, we met, and then we decided, even in the hospital, I said, I'm going to have a kid. I don't know, people think I was high talking about that, but I was like, after this, I'm going to have a kid, even if I have to go to a sperm bank, because I've always wanted a child. So I've had 2 abortions in the past, one when I was 19 and one when I was 20. And I only got the abortions because my ex said he wanted to kill me if I didn't get them. So that's the only reason, but I've always wanted children. And yeah, he's the only person I've been sexually active with now. When I was in the hospital, though, they told me I had like gonorrhea and all this crazy stuff. And I was like, I don't even know who I was with. Like,
do you mean during the Whip It era?
Yeah. I didn't know who I was with. I got raped by a cop for sure.
Wait, what? How does that happen?
I had a cop that used to be a sugar daddy, and he brought me and my friend Whippets, and I fell asleep and I woke up to him inside of me because he was just supposed to bring the Whippets and leave. I even offered him money just so he would like go or whatever, but I woke up and yeah, I wasn't doing good.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. So what do you do when you like awaken to that? And had you previously slept with him or no?
No. Yeah, he was just a sugar daddy. He would just FaceTime me, send me stuff, but I was so desperate for Whippets, I was just asking anybody for money. I didn't care. And I kind of knew he was like off a little bit, but I wanted the Whippets so bad I would do anything for them. But yeah, I woke up to that, and I'm already desensitized to sex. It doesn't do anything to me, so I don't really care. But that was a hard one.
Wow, sounds like it.
Yeah, but I'm stronger than ever now.
For sure. So okay, you're in the hospital, and like, what are they actually like doing for you to like get you into a better state of mind or better health?
They're pumping me full of drugs. That's all. They were giving me every drug under the sun. I got at least 10 shots a day, and I don't even know what they were putting in my body. And even it was an Austin facility. I don't even know. The physical therapy was like just standing me up and down every day for like 2 minutes, and I was like, that I'm not going to walk in this hospital. So I would wake up at 4 a.m. every day, and I would do my own weird exercises just to try to get my body to wake back up again. And then I finally started, like after about 2.5 weeks in the hospital, I finally started being able to use the walker slightly, but I had this thing called drop foot where your muscles just drop in on the feet because your nerves don't work anymore. And then your feet can permanently get fused like that if you don't use them. So I'd always plant my feet on the floor hard. And that's what I would do every morning for like 30 minutes. And it hurt so bad. Everything hurt.
Wow.
24/7.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked when I saw you actually like using the walker and stuff, because when we had made that post, I thought like, oh, she's actually not going to be able to walk. So I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, people thought I was lying.
Right.
People thought I lied about the whole thing.
But you might have been being like overtly pessimistic since you got your legs working kind of soon after.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But do you think you're going to get more like feeling in your feet and everything?
I hope.
Is it getting better?
I don't see it getting better. They've been the same. The only thing that gets better is like my balance now. Like I can like when I go up the stairs and downstairs, I usually have to like grab on like an old lady or something and like hold tight. But I'm like slowly not having to do that. So that's the only progress I'm seeing now. But everything else has come back.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm sober. I don't do anything now. So I guess it's a blessing in a way because I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's a part of growing.
How deep into the pregnancy are you? A couple of months?
No, it's like 3 weeks. Like I had to get a blood test.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like it won't even show up on a pregnancy test yet.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But
so usually people wait a little longer to announce it, but I guess.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh well.
But okay, so what would be your advice to like young people who are thinking about doing whippets? Don't ever touch whippets. People that are addicted to whippets ask me all the time too, like, what do you do? And I'm like, keep busy. Keep your hands busy. I build Legos. I love Legos. So I'm always building Legos. And if not, a lot of girls I know are into Legos.
Yeah.
Sky Bree does like Twitch Lego streams.
I love that. I'll do that.
See?
I might.
That's a good market.
Right.
You just need like an overhead camera to like see all the Legos.
I will do the Legos. Yeah, just people that are addicted to anything, try to do something that makes you happy. Get animals, keep your hands busy, work, tattoo. That's what I do.
Right, yeah. An idle mind is the devil's playground.
It really is. As cliche as everyone says it is, it's just the truth. It's like straight out the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So what is this new relationship like? How does he handle your eccentric nature?
Elaborate.
I mean, is there anything like freaky or weird about your personality at this point, or you're saying you're a total square now?
No, I'm not a square at all. I still do OnlyFans. He does porn as well. So we kind of just go together. Like we just kind of match in that aspect. Yeah. It's going very well.
That's dope. You met him through porn, or you got him into it?
No. He's into like the real porn. Like he does like real sets and stuff. He's even seen you at AVN, I believe.
Yeah, it looks kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he does like the real porn stuff. I do OnlyFans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting. So you're not shooting with other people?
No.
You're just like a content relationship as well?
Yeah, especially that like now I don't want anybody inserting anything in me, especially if I have something growing inside of me. Like that's not for anybody else.
Right. No, that definitely makes sense. What do you think you're going to be like as a mom?
I don't know. I'm excited to find out. I think I'm gonna be a really good mom.
Right. But you can't go on any like weird side quests, like just getting addicted to nitrous for a while.
No.
You gotta like, once you're a mom, you gotta like take all that weird shit and just put it to the side.
I'm gonna teach my kid how to do Legos. That's what I'm excited about.
You gotta teach him more than that. You gotta teach him like all kinds of shit. How to read, speak.
We're gonna do everything.
Right.
We're gonna start homesteading.
It's so weird that your kid is not gonna know how weird you look.
No.
It's like at some point it's just gonna click. Like, Mom, why you got black eyes and all that shit?
I know. I'm like, it's normal. What do you mean?
Right. Damn.
It's the new generation.
Right.
It's gonna be.
My kid doesn't give a fuck about the tattoos. She doesn't really understand.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I've been posting her like a year.
Yeah.
Well over
she's
a
so
year.
pretty.
Okay, so I was gonna ask the question from last time. It was in the title that you had 600 bodies. And I was going to ask where you thought you were at now, but it seems kind of inconsequential given all these new changes.
Yeah, I honestly would not know at this point.
Yeah, that was a real guesstimate at the time as well.
Yeah, it could have been 800. Wouldn't know.
Right.
Wouldn't know.
But you're over all that now.
Yeah. Over it.
You ever talk to Sharp anymore?
No. Do you not have him here anymore?
No, we do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no,
he's still around.
I talked to him. You know what? He FaceTimed me when he got his face tattooed. Because
the big line.
Yep. And I said, that's so funny. Because on our first interview, you said you were like, he was telling me the whole time, like, you're doing too much. And I'm like, I've already done too much. What do you mean? And then he calls me. He's like, I got my face tattooed like you. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's so funny that you're like the face tattoo confidant to him.
No, for real. Yeah.
I do remember that interview. Now that you mention it, that was kind of weird because he was like scolding you for like decisions that clearly were already in the rearview mirror.
I'm like, even if I got another leg tattoo, what do you mean? Like, I've done all this. Like, since I've seen you, I've gotten my nose done more. I'm gonna get more of my nose done.
Like a nose job, or you mean a tattoo?
A tattoo.
Okay.
Like I drew up this whole tattoo that I'm going to do for my nose, and then I think after that, that's it.
That arm was blacked out before too, or is that new?
Which one?
The arm, the black arm.
No, it's been black. No, it's been blacked out.
Like that, right?
Yeah. Oh, but you didn't see my hand implant.
Dude, I used to fuck around with a girl that had that exact same thing.
Right. They have them in their dick too. It's crazy.
A dick?
Yeah, they have dick implants. They do them in prison. I saw someone put a domino in their dick.
Wait. I thought you were saying like a dick shape in your hand.
Oh,
no, you're saying that I could put a plastic chunk in my dick.
Yeah, you could put like little balls or a heart, whatever you want.
I feel like it would be almost useless at a certain point, right? Like what the fucking need? It's kind of essential that the dick be able to like move in and out freely.
Yeah, it's not. I've been with someone with one. It's not comfortable.
How's it feel to have that in there?
Nothing. I don't feel anything.
You don't feel
I'm
anything,
gonna get implants all throughout my hand, all throughout my arm, like bug implants.
Okay, so that part of it is not over. You're still body modding.
Yeah, I'm not done. This won't be done.
You're gonna keep going on your face as well?
Just the nose, I think, and then I'm done with the face.
Okay.
And then eventually I might black out my whole body and start over.
How does blacking it out mean you'd be starting over?
Because you can do tattoos like this.
Shit.
I did that on myself.
So what? It's just like
it's white ink on top.
Wow, that works like that.
Yes, and you can put red too, and you can do darker black. There's black, and then there's darker black.
Whoa.
It's a whole thing.
That's crazy. I seen MGK doing that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the like this?
Doesn't he also get anesthesia and gets put under for tattoos?
He's one of them.
I think so. Him and Tyga or something.
I heard it's like super expensive.
Yeah.
I don't really understand
like
why.
Low key pussy. Like I don't do that.
Yeah.
I sit through my tattoos.
I'll do the numbing cream though.
I do the numbing cream, but it doesn't last long.
You don't think?
No, I'm working on a whole back sleeve right now. Like we're doing my back all the way down to like my lower ass, and I use numb cream for all of them, and they still hurt.
Honestly, the numbing cream changed the game. That shit used to hurt so fucking bad when I was younger.
Less. It hurts. You should get sponsored by numbing cream.
They do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
All the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's like
reach out.
Brands that are like doing brand deals on podcasts for numbing cream.
You should.
Shit, that's not the worst idea I ever heard. Maybe I'll get on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to bring up this lore. You were pissed at Lena because she didn't want to have you on Plug Talk.
Yeah.
And then Lena did something that I've like almost never seen her do, which is that she actually responded to you and made a TikTok.
And she deleted it.
Yes, almost immediately. And then she blamed me because I told her, I'm like, listen, if a girl talks shit about you on a podcast and it's going kind of viral, what do? You respond. Like unless you have like a really good reason or it's so serious, just respond. Just like make a TikTok and just say whatever you want to say to her. And she did it. And then within like 20 minutes, she's like, no, this is starting to go viral. Like everybody's talking about it. Like
and someone screen recorded it and sent it to me.
I saw it on Twitter or I saw it on YouTube today because somebody re-uploaded it.
That's hilarious.
And I was just like, that's like, if you're going to diss somebody, you got to just like sign up for that. You got to just accept it.
I mean, I would keep it on there because I mean, like, and it's not even hate towards her, but it's just like seeing some of the girls, like I said, that I had in your podcast. I'm like, I'm pretty.
No, for sure. But I feel like her in particular, she was just weirded out by like the black eyes and the split tongue. Like she's turned down other girls with split tongues as well.
Okay, then
for me, I don't care. I'm down.
She is in mommy mode. Like she's a mom. I get it. She's beautiful. I get it. She wants to stick to this certain look, but you got to be versatile sometimes because
that's what I'm saying.
Versatile. That's how.
All kinds of random girls, but
right.
she's got her own. Her thing. She always says to me is like, it's different for you because I'm going down on the girl's going down on me. All you got to do is put your dick in her.
But it's like, why not just be open about it? Like, you're open, but like her, be open.
I guess like some people just don't want to have sex with everybody.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Right. But I guess like I have to just like accept that from her. Like for a dude, it is easy. Like I literally like, and you have that conversation with male porn stars. It's like, you just need one little thing that you're attracted to on the girl. She could just have like a smooth butt cheek, and you spend the whole time that you're fucking her thinking about how her butt cheek is like a decent texture.
Right.
Or like you really like her, you use that. Or you dislike her, you use that. Like either way, like for a guy, that's, for her, I feel like it has to be more like of a connection.
I think we'd connect well. Love you, Lena.
We had other girls where I thought we were going to work super well together. And then like, as we're interviewing the girl before the sex, I just see it in Lena's face that I could tell that she's getting more and more turned off by the girl.
I don't think Lena's a very sexual person in a way, maybe with you, but with other people.
Why do you say that?
Because like I don't just get turned off or like have to stop a shoot or something. Like I'll do the shoot.
Oh, well, I mean, if we're already on the couch, yeah, she's going to do it, but she's not.
How was this one that you just had?
No, it's fine. She's like the biggest ass I've probably ever shot with.
Was it with Lena too?
Yeah.
No comment. Again.
You're saying you think you're hotter than Chrissy.
I don't know who that girl was. She's beautiful, but like
you're not attracted to black women.
I love black women. I've had black women on my.
Doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you're a little racist.
I've had black women on my OnlyFans. I love black women. Shout out black women. But yeah, like what's wrong with me? Like, what?
I mean, I think for her it's the body mod thing.
So if I got a huge ass, will that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. There has been at least one other girl that had similar attributes in terms of the split tongue and the tattoos and stuff that she was like equally not trying to do.
Fair.
So like, I feel like to her, like the body mod thing is like just not her favorite thing.
Fair.
And then I feel like the eyes freak her out too.
A lot of people think it's hot, so.
I mean, when I call you living dead girl, I feel like the eyes is like what gets you there.
Yeah. But it's like, when are you going to say that?
Alive dead girl.
Yes.
No, living.
I'm actually
living alive girl. Huh?
I'm a vampire, so.
You're a vampire. Who's that? Somebody's peeking in here? Oh. What's that? A big leather box?
That's my mom bag.
Oh. What do you need out of that?
Nothing. Oh. I don't know why you brought it in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. But in the video, like, it was weird watching it because I remember like instructing her on like, yeah, like say this, say that. And then in the video, she's like, you know, Adam, you get to bend her over and f her like that. For me, it's like, I don't have like the same luxuries. And when I was watching it back, I'm like, wow, like that is so catty and mean. And I'm just so not used to hearing her say shit like that.
I think if Lena would have just sat down and talked with me, she would like maybe get my personality more because she's just judging based off of looks at that point.
Right.
So maybe she would have got to know me first.
Yeah, I should probably just start like making her like random girls and not like giving her a choice. Should probably like just tell her like, listen, you're doing it or else.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm really just asking for that to get clipped out of context. Okay, there was another thing recently too. You got kicked out of a church. That's old?
That was a lie.
Oh.
This interview I did called Truly, whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. But they literally said I got kicked out of church, and I never got kicked out of church. But some churches won't welcome me. But I don't go to those churches. I go to churches that accept me because I believe in God.
You do? Has that always been like a consistent thing?
Yeah, I was baptized as a baby, and I could have changed my religion. Neither of my sisters believe in God. It's not a thing to me, but I don't change my religion.
Okay.
Yeah.
But have you actually had this experience of going to a church and they were just like, no, we don't f with you? Oh.
No.
You just assume.
Yeah, so many of those podcasts that we've done clip things and lie. It's weird.
Yeah.
I recently did Soft White Underbelly again.
How was that?
Huge.
You've been in there like 3 times, right?
Yeah. I want to go in there again when I'm like mid-pregnant.
So what was that experience like? Or has he moved? Is he still downtown?
Yeah, no, he moved. He moved studios.
Where's he at now?
I don't even know. It was like 15 minutes from Skid Row.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't even know where it was.
Yeah, he can't be in the middle of all that.
Yeah, no, it's still dangerous, but like it was better this time. But yeah, I was huge in that video. So
okay.
I hope I look kind of skinty in this one.
And so are you like actively trying to get in shape at this point, or where's your head at in that regard?
Yeah, no, that phentermine stuff paralyzed my stomach to a point where I couldn't even eat even after I got off of it.
Really?
Yeah, I would throw up trying to eat. But now finally that I've been off of it for a while, and maybe it's just like the baby or something, but like I now have an appetite and I'm eating healthy. He cooks for me like 24/7. I cook whatever he eats. He's an amazing cook. So, yeah.
I mean, there's insane things that like happen to your body once you get pregnant. Like just all kinds of bizarre
I know.
Shit going
Scared
on.
to find out.
Are you?
Oh, we'll see.
What's the weirdest shit that's been happening so far? I guess we're only a few weeks in, right?
Yeah, but no, even now, I'm super nauseous and I have the worst stomach cramps, which I know because I've been pregnant twice already, is from the uterine lining growing the fetus. It's like still like this small or whatever, but it's like my uterine lining hurts so bad, so I get really bad cramps. It feels like a period, but it's not a period, so that hurts. But what I'm most scared about is giving birth.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not
ripped
just
out of your vagina.
You're not just gonna go C-section on him?
No, that's my stomach.
Well,
did Lena do C-section?
She didn't want to, but then at the last minute they were like, "Oh, we have complications. We need to do this."
I would if they told me to, but I do what she did the mommy makeover thing.
But it was weird because for so long she was telling me like, "I don't want to have a C-section. It's bullshit. The hospital just wants you to have a C-section because it's more expensive and they can time it so it's like more efficient for them, and then they have you in the hospital for less time and stuff," which all makes sense. But then when it really came down to it, it's like, "Oh, do you want to gamble with your kid's life, or you want to just get the C-section?"
Right.
Yeah. So are you planning on your kid having like a normal upbringing, or are you gonna give him like a vampire name or something?
No, it's gonna be normal, but they're gonna be strong. They're gonna be very strong kids. They're gonna know how to cook, how to clean, how to treat people. Maybe homeschool. I don't know yet. Thinking, but they're not gonna be like other kids. They're not gonna be weak or regular. Not saying all the kids are, but just saying it's. Growing up in 2024 is crazy.
Right.
I wouldn't want to do
You're
that.
saying you live in a small town in Texas. What's the reaction to like?
I live in Houston now. So
okay.
Big. I've been staying. He lives in Vegas, but we're moving in together, so we're trying to figure all that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, how do people treat you out in Texas?
Oh, they love me.
Yeah.
I'm loved in Texas. I'm really loved anywhere. I literally just came to Vegas like a few days ago. Me and him drove up here, and literally so many people have recognized me, wanted pictures with me and stuff. People are really sweet.
Right.
Anywhere really.
Yeah, that's the weird thing of the South is that they got like a whole lot of like, sort of old school values that could lead to and result in discrimination. But then at the same time, the people in Texas and down south are just like so much nicer in general.
No, they are.
But then they're also like the dudes who invented the Klan.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like the online haters, they'll talk all day, but you won't say it to my face. Like even in the Walmart or the Kroger I was in, like this little girl, she was like 5. She noticed me because I post like Lego videos and ASMR videos, so she noticed me from like YouTube, and she like came and took a picture with me. She's like, "Mommy, I'm a huge fan of her. She's so pretty. Like I want a picture." And I was like, "That's the sweetest thing ever." Wow. And people think kids are scared of me and stuff. Like I'm normal.
So you're planning to use the fan base that you've cultivated to spread positivity going forward?
Yeah, it's more that than the sex industry now. It's like, I'm gonna do OnlyFans until I can't anymore. Like I do love it. I genuinely love it. I love posting myself and everything, and I love interacting with my fans. Like I don't use bots. I message everybody back. Like I love that connection in general, and I feel like it's a way of therapy. So that, but also I'm never gonna stop advocating for the stop of any type of drug use. I've even started like a group chat for like recovery and stuff. Like I'm really trying to get it banned everywhere. I'm trying to get whippets banned everywhere.
See, I think that they can't really ban it.
They can't really ban it.
There's all these like normal things that like I guess they use it to make cakes.
They do, but if it's in vape shops,
yeah, right.
They're not, you know what I mean? Like that's it. But I'm just trying to get even if I can get the awareness out there, I know I've at least stopped 20 people from doing whippets anymore.
Right.
I talk to them on a daily. So if I could even help one person, I'm good with that.
Right. Damn.
I can't help everybody.
It really makes me wonder how many people that I know, like Skrilla or Ralphie the Plug, are like actually like experiencing health issues from it.
I would ask.
Because I just know a lot of people that are like out here with the tank hanging out on Melrose, like it's all good. It's like the same thing as having a blunt in 2017, but all of a sudden shit's got amped up. It's like they're not ashamed of it. Like if dudes don't like publicly really pop perks, they're gonna do that privately. They don't like publicly snort coke, but they're not that they would do that, but like just in general. But for some reason the NOS shit has just become like so normalized, and I feel like this generation hasn't really like seen the negative side of it that much because a lot of these rappers barely even know who Steve-O is. They never watch those YouTube videos and shit.
I grew up with Steve-O. So it's like, even now, like anybody that you see doing that, just like be like, "Are you okay?" It's like, that's not okay. Right. None of it's okay.
I wonder if Steve-O would be down to link with you to tell the story.
I've been wanting to do his podcast for so long, in his van, the Pat Van podcast. So
because he moved to Nashville.
Oh wow, I would fly.
How far is that from Houston? It's probably a pretty significant drive, right?
I think it's like 14 hours, maybe. I don't know, but I would fly. I would love to do a podcast with Steve-O.
Right. Yeah. Because he's about to get fake tits.
Oh my god.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
This is a real thing.
Face thing, but I didn't see that yet.
He's gonna get fake tits and see if he can just rock them for a few months and see how it feels.
Bless his wife, she loves him.
Yeah. It's so weird that he's that old and still down to just do whatever.
That's Steve, and he's sober.
I know.
I love it. That's the goal.
Yeah, hey man, get fake tits. I mean, I can't lie. I'm interested to hear what it's like.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of just disgusted by it because it's like I have looked at so many girls over the years and been like, damn, she's hot. And then I like kind of check myself in my brain. She's like, she's not hot. She just has fake boobs. What if I think Steve-O's hot? What if I'm like trying to
OnlyFans?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if I want to him?
Put him on there.
That's going to be awkward. I'm going to be like, Steve-O, listen, I know we got a cool relationship and stuff, but I'm trying to fuck.
Okay, but would you do it for $1 billion?
Fuck like, Steve-O? Like
no.
Man?
Would you get tits for $1 billion? And a vagina?
Oh, vagina? No, because the thing with the tits is that he can do it, and then they take him out, and then
right.
I mean, to me, it's like that would be because he's like a skinny guy, so it's like he doesn't have like enough skin to shove an implant in there. So I wonder what it's gonna look like. I feel like I have enough.
I'm excited to see.
I could get a nice little implant in there.
Good. I've gotten my boobs done twice. I'm gonna get them done one more time too after the baby.
Yeah, that's what they don't tell you is that if you're going to get your tits done, you basically are committing to getting them done like every 5 to 10 years for the rest of your life.
I got them done in 1 year. I got them done. Second year, I got them done because they weren't big enough. So, yeah.
Lena's on like set of boobs number 3.
Yeah, that'll be me soon.
Yeah.
Probably after the baby. We'll see.
So, in general, though, you would just certain drugs. You just need to stop doing them. Certain drugs you can like go to rehab or whatever. Yeah. If you want to stop doing nitrous, what do you do? Like, what's the best way to go about it?
If you want to stop doing nitrous, like I can genuinely say recovery, rehab, all that's not going to help you. You will go right back to it. Because even after I rehabbed at my grandmother's house and I didn't go to a rehab facility because I knew I would just want to do it more. So she kept me at her house for like 3 months basically, and or like 2 months or something. And I rehabbed there, and eventually you just stop wanting them. Like even when I came back to Houston, the vape shop's right next to my house. It's 1 minute away from my house. I could have easily gone, but you just, you lose it. Like you just lose that. So it's like, if you want to stop whippets, you just have to stop. I did pick up vaping, I guess, to like get that mouth feel. I didn't really like it. I did like the 0 nicotine and stuff, but it's not really my thing. But I would say if you really want to quit whippets, I would do like 0 nicotine vapes just to have that mouth feel of something. If you really have to blow a balloon up, like I would blow a balloon sometimes and then let it out.
Dude, I was blowing up balloons the other day. That shit sucks. It like exhausts you so much blowing into that, which I don't remember. As a kid, it seemed like no big deal.
Right.
But as I get older, it's like, wow, this is...
I feel that. I remember sucking helium out of the tanks as a kid. So that was fun.
I remember my friend worked at Dunkin' Donuts when I was a kid, and we used to go in the back of the Dunkin' Donuts and we would take whippets from the whipped cream can, but you'd have to like hold it at like a weird angle. And I never knew about
those till this year. Like what? Or like last year when I started them. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Right.
But yeah, just keep your hands biggie. Build some Legos.
Yeah.
Some Legos.
Kids.
That's it.
Stay away from the whippets. It's a dangerous path to go down.
If not, do you want to gain 200 pounds? I don't think you do. Because you'll gain 200 pounds. Easy.
But that was the fast food, right?
Yeah, but it's from the whippets. You're so hungry because your body is eating itself.
Xanax used to get me there.
Yeah.
I could eat like a 3,000 calorie bag of chips off of Xan, no problem.
Exactly.
So was I right about the McDoubles? Was that actually something you f***ed with, or was that just...
I really did. You did? That's why I was so mad at you. Because I really was eating. I was eating.
That's f***ed up.
It's okay.
That's f***ed up that I guessed it. I don't even know what is a McDouble. It's like a breakfast sandwich, right?
No, it's like a burger.
Oh, is it?
I was like on them chicken nuggets, like 20 pack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
See, I would never venture over to other things on the menu my whole life. I've just been getting the Big Mac. Granted, at this point, it might be like once or twice a year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I'm getting better now.
What's the other goated fast food stuff that we need to know when we're addicted to whippets? We're looking for a cheap thrill.
It's got to be Whataburger because that's the only thing you can basically get at 6 a.m. They're always open 24/7, but never do whippets. But if you're hungry at 6 a.m.,
why do people say Whataburger?
It's Whataburger.
What a burger.
No, you're not from Texas. You don't get it. Are you from Texas?
Burger. Hell no. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New Hampshire.
Right.
We don't have Whataburger. I hate Whataburger, by the way.
I love Whataburger. I hate In-N-Out.
Go to, what is it? P.F. Terry's or what? P. Terry's.
I've never had that.
Really?
No.
That's a good burger.
I'll try it.
The burgers suck ass at Whataburger.
Have you had Whataburger?
Yeah.
They're good.
The burgers are like whatever, but the chicken...
I worked there when I was like 16.
The chicken tastes like, I don't know, like sink water.
That's what Raising Cane's taste like to me.
Raising Cane's is pretty good.
No.
You're all backwards.
That chicken is like, the FBI or FDA, whatever, has been saying it's like rubber now. It's not even, like they banned it in certain countries. Look it up. It's a thing.
They banned Raising Cane's.
Yep. Because it's like rubbery, weird chicken. Chick-fil-A just changed their shit too. Nasty ass chicken.
Oh, you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes. Yeah. Drop a comment down below if this is true.
Do the research.
If the FBI is saying this.
Someone did it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we are we officially on good terms? We were able to squash our beef
terms, Adam.
after my fat shaming exodus. Okay.
Do you think have I lost weight though? Have I lost weight to you, or do?
Well, you definitely gained weight since that last interview, but then I'm assuming you like got heavier and now you're smaller. But
yeah.
Hey, the BBL is a miracle surgery. That's what it's there for. Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely. Okay. Well, I'm glad that things are on the up.
We're on the up.
Things are getting better.
Getting better.
Definitely.
Sober is the way to go. Build some Legos. That's all I can say.
I feel like I'm such a nice guy that it's hard for me to like the people out there would probably
nice too.
They would love this podcast though if I just like went in on you.
Yeah.
I don't gotta do
We're nice people.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy, yeah. I go to Whataburger and
Whataburger? Maybe we'll share a Whataburger one day with Steve-O. That'd be crazy.
Cut it right in half, yeah. I don't know. I tried to pitch him a guest like somewhere recently and he didn't go for it. Who was it?
Just check. If not, still love you, Steve-O. Still watch your stuff. You're amazing.
Whoa. Just found out about a rapper getting accused of the other word that I just said accidentally. That kind of froze my brain for a second. Maybe I won't look at who I texted Steve-O about anyway. All right. Thank you for coming on here.
Of course.
I appreciate it. Everybody
for having me.
Tap in on the OF if you want to support her and her vaping and whatnot.
There we go.
There it is. Orylan.
Peace and love.
Appreciate you. No jumper. Coolest podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.